Alright, guys, I'm going to talk about uh, weaknesses, strengthening weaknesses. Looking at yourself objectively as an athlete and analyzing what are your weak points, right? This is the primary reason why I film myself when I climb and do exercise because I want to see how I'm climbing. I want to see how I'm doing the exercise. I want to see, okay, maybe I can drive my hips closer to the wall or something. Maybe I can do better with my footwork, etc. Now, lately, I'm noticing my weakness is in my lateral and medial hip strength. And this is a difficult thing to train, especially when it comes to climbing, because I feel like in climbing, a lot of the time, you need that kind of medial pressure. Let's say you have a foothold and you need to put pressure on it this way. Like, that takes a ton of medial freaking strength in your hips. Or it could be you need to push on it this way. Okay, that's lateral strength, right? The problem with that is a lot of times your leg is going to be straight in that position. Okay, so it takes a lot of that like these deep like up into your crotch muscles to do that, like the gracilis, all these like little things that you don't really think about that much when you're training. You know what I mean? Like, let's say if you come from like a just weightlifting background, are you gonna have like a gracilis day? You know what I mean? You just have like a leg day. Like, who cares? You're doing like compound lifts. But that's like a weird specific strength, right? And then of course for the lateral strength, you gotta think about like the glute minimus, the glute medius, stuff like this. So in order to gain that kind of strength, I'm gonna start working more on side planks, and I'm gonna progress those. You gotta progress your exercises, guys. So I think it's important to have goals in mind, like where am I going with this exercise? I don't want to just do side planks forever the same way forever. I want to progress them, make them more difficult, add new elements to it, new challenges that I'm getting stronger in that movement, right, and in that position. So I'll probably start on the ground, just balancing on one hand on my side, feet on the ground, stacked on top of each other. That's probably level 1 for me. And then eventually I'll get to where only one foot is on the ground and now they're separated, right? And then I might, switch feet, have the top leg pressing to the ground for that medial strength, have the bottom leg pressing for that lateral hip strength. And then core strength in general, right? That obliques, all that good stuff. Quadratus lumborum, stuff like this. So that's how I'll progress that one. Of course, once I get used to that on the ground, I'm going to elevate my feet to make it even more difficult. Maybe put my feet on like a chair or something, do the same thing. If that gets too easy, over time I'll probably just add an element of instability, and maybe instead of my hand on the ground flat, I'll hang on to a gymnastics ring. Okay, I might even have my feet in a gymnastics ring. Okay, maybe I'll have both my hand and my foot in a gymnastics ring and have to hold that still with mad muscle tension, right? That would kind of be like the ultimate, I think. Now, another thing I gotta work on is just core strength in general, specifically with my arms overhead, right? And I think for that kind of strength, it's a pretty simple solution. I'm just going to do a bunch of extended planks, right? And like ab rollout kind of exercises. I don't like the actual like ab wheel thing because it kind of bothers my shoulders having like my hands so close together. I got pretty wide shoulders, you know what I mean? So being in that compressed position kind of sucks. So I'll probably use the gymnastics rings in my hands, feet on the ground. And then I've also been digging, I shared this exercise a few days ago. It was like a plank with socks on like a hardwood floor, and I was doing like foot sliders in the plank, right? That was also great. I'm gonna keep doing that exercise too. And I'll probably just do those 3 exercises, guys. The freaking side planks, the freaking extended planks or ab rollouts, and the foot sliders planks. I think that should be plenty. Oh wait, there's one more. And I took a video of this a few days ago too. I saw this exercise online. It was like a climbing coach just recommending this. Looked kind of like bullshit to me, but once I did it, I was like, oh shit, this is actually really, really climbing specific and kind of genius. It was basically lying on my back and having my toes like in gymnastics rings. So I'm not only using like my glutes and hamstrings to like bridge and raise like my hips off the floor. I'm having to use that like very specific like foot and calf strength to hang on to those rings. And that feels a shit ton like keeping your feet on like an overhang, for example. That takes a ton of like toe strength, hamstring strength, and like kind of end range ankle extension strength, right? That calf strength. So 4 core exercises I'll be working on, guys. I'll take some videos of that every now and then, but I don't think it's gonna be too interesting, to be honest. It's mostly I don't know, maybe does this interest anybody? Like, do ab exercises really interest people? I don't know. I'll probably film some every week or so to see if I'm progressing well and to kind of analyze my form and stuff. But let me know if you want to see that, guys. I don't know if it's that entertaining or interesting. Anyway, that's about it, guys. Strengthening those weaknesses, man. That's what it's all about. I was doing a ton of moonboarding about 3 months ago. Just hitting those V5s and the moonboard, those benchmarks. But I realized climbing outside more often that it's more about static strength and being able to hold like stable in these awkward positions. There are moves that are dynamic, obviously, but for the most part, guys, it was like footwork, being able to like put pressure into holds not only down but like laterally and medially to keep your hips close in, and then also having to like reach for holds and like maintain that core tension, which is the same kind of thing you need to do like an ab roll, right? So I'm thinking these 4 exercises should help me. I think I've noticed a little bit already that they've helped, but we'll see. At this point, guys, it's a game of like, just try shit and see what happens, you know what I mean? I'm at the point now where, my progress is gonna slow. Like, I'm at that like kind of advanced intermediate phase in my climbing, my bouldering, like, around the V5 is like my limit, maybe like V6 on a good day. But V7s and V8s they seem impossible for me. I think a lot of it is just that mother effing core strength and hip strength and mobility, guys. So that's it. Done talking. Y'all have a good one. Strengthen your weaknesses. Peace.